I've lived here since 1986. I lived in the same apartment for 25 years. And just due to circumstances, that was gone. And it's really hard to change. And a lot of people don't change well. I'm very fortunate that I don't, do drugs or don't drink. I became homeless most recently because a lady that I had been renting a room from, her son was divorced and moved back home, and there was only two people allowed in the apartment. So as of that September, I had to move out, and because of course she chose family over me, and that's what caused me to be homeless at that time. And I looked for 6 months before moving out for a location to rent and was turned down. I spent $300 on applications for rentals, and I finally just moved into my truck. But it was also during that terrible rain of November, December, and then I ended up being sick. But that when living in my truck was the hard part. And it wasn't so much I was alone or anything like that. That didn't bother me. I was just finding a place that I felt safe, which I actually did. Because I had gotten sick, and it was right before New Year's Eve. I actually ended up with pneumonia and bronchitis. I did not want to go into the hospital due to COVID. I'd rather live in my truck. My social worker then came out and said, well, if you're not going to go in, these are 5 numbers that can help you with resources. And I called each and every one of them. Ascencia, Zena, was the only one that returned the call. And that started my great journey on where I am today. I am so thankful that, number one, that you enter answering machines. A lot of people don't do that nowadays, I am very thankful that Ascencia was the only one that called back, because it's been the best.
So when I had gotten Miss Judith's phone call, she had told me her story, and it really resonated with me. She's a senior. She needs help. She's out in the cold, and she's sleeping in her car. It wasn't the greatest of circumstances for anyone. I made it my duty to get her in here. I had called her and told her that we did have a bed available, but she would need to come now and take it. So she was there. She was here in an instant. She came right away. We got her situated. And from then on, we have worked together and got her into a place, and we still continue to work together. When Miss Judith came in, it wasn't just giving her a bed and for her place to sleep. We also provide wraparound care, which is our scope of practice with our case management, meaning we offer financial services to help them get back on track with their finances. We offer therapy services so they can, cope with the trauma they've endured that may have led them to this situation. Medical services where we can refer them to other facilities to get great medical care. Everything all ties in to keeping someone permanently housed and not just putting them in a place and abandoning them.
While at Ascencia and just trying to take advantage of all the resources and everything, she goes, you need this paperwork. And I'd run downstairs with it. I was so excited and she did check in with me every week. We had a meeting. I go, this is where I am. This is what I'm doing now. Do I need to do something else? And the fact that she was so behind me and so proactive in taking care of me at this moment, going through, I have a house and everything, but I'm coming back through the OT, the occupational therapy classes, just to remind me, because now I have nobody. Again, I'm alone. But in the meantime, I need to do other things than go to the grocery store. I need to visit and socialize. And if it's volunteering, I want to volunteer. I want to give back some of the glorious feeling I feel inside, because it's incredible. And as I said, I would not be here if it wasn't for Ascencia and this wonderful lady sitting next to me who has learned and taught me so much. Very happy, and it's just turned out to be a very good future moving forward down the journey. But I don't want to forget where I've been. And that's why I really want to the board and to the wonderful donors. You just have to realize your donations are going to something so good and so blessed, that so many people benefit from water, from toilet paper, from lights, from, every clothing, toothbrushes, toothpaste. It may be nothing to you, or if it seems inconsequential, but it means the world to someone else. And I can't tell you how many times I've been blessed. So thank you so much. I appreciate everything you've done for me.